say this because I'm standing here as a possible Republican presidential nominee. I would say this to you anytime, anywhere, any place. This is not political. This is not partisan or bipartisan. This just doesn't make any sense. It is dangerous. It's dangerous to the troops that are left behind. It's dangerous to the overall effort against terrorism, which is a thing I understand. I truly believe this. It's a thing that I understand better than anyone who's running for president of the United States. And it's not because I've lived through September 11th. It's because I've been dealing with law enforcement, and I've been dealing with things like terrorism, and to some extent terrorism, for many, many years. Before September 11th and since September 11th. And this war on terror is a war of the terrorists against us. We've made it our war against them so we can be on offense. But this is going to go on no matter what we think, or what we do, or what Congress says, or what they say in Washington. What they say in Washington is not going to affect the fact that there are terrorists around this world who are planning to come here and kill us. As we speak tonight, they're doing that. And they're doing that in different parts of the world, all under this loosely affiliated, but make no mistake about it, affiliated movement, because they're affiliated in one common purpose: hatred of us. Now, there's a lot of discussion in comparison to the Vietnam War. The Vietnam War is a part of history, and there are things you can learn from it and bad lessons you can take from it. But here's just a simple fact. All during the Cold War, it doesn't seem to me that the communists were planning to come here and kill us. The Russians weren't, and the Chinese weren't. We had a real dangerous situation. We had massive air forces, missiles, mutually assured destruction, and maybe in some ways the Cold War was more dangerous, in that it could have destroyed big parts of the world. I don't remember, maybe I'm wrong, maybe somebody will correct me, I don't remember any plan or any plot, however, by the Chinese or the Russians to come to America and to attack us. Not only that, they didn't come to America and attack us. The people who came to America and attacked us were these terrorists. And they didn't do it for the first time in 2001. They did it for the first time in America in 1993. And we responded to it. We didn't pick it up. We didn't understand it. We didn't get it at the time. We responded to it as if it was a criminal act. We responded to it as if it was yet another group of murders in a city, New York, that had something like 18 or 1900 murders that year. And they were criminally prosecuted. We didn't get the fact that it was an act of war. It was an act of aggression. It was one of the most dramatic acts of aggression that we had up to that point. Because people hadn't penetrated the United States with that kind of an attack before. The Russians never did it. The Chinese never did it. The Nazis never did it. But we didn't get it. And then we had a number of attacks after that, usually always overseas from that point on, at least up until September 11th. Sometimes we reacted. Never really, though, with the full force of understanding what was happening to us. The reaction would be for a day or two, and we'd move on to something else. Sometimes we didn't react, like the USS Cole. No reaction. That's what I call being on defense. Sometimes you react inadequately, sometimes you don't react at all. That's letting your enemy set the agenda. And they were setting the agenda. They even declared war on us. Bin Laden did, and we didn't hear it. Or we didn't hear it seriously enough.